You're listening to another Geek Pride podcast. Mike and Nick's Gentlemanly Chats. Bonjour, 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 and welcome to Mike and Nick's Gentlemanly Chats. Today, as you can hear, we have a special guest who's currently laughing snot into his yazoo like a champ. I am the resident beard, Mike Orvis.
I'm Nick.
He's Nick, and clearly not fucking thrilled to be here at all. And we have a special guest. I met this young gentleman while I was attending uni. He is a top bloke. He's the bassist for my band Callous, and he is one hell of a guy. He also pwns everyone on Street Fighter because he is a Don, and that's all he can play. He is the one and only Dave Lovelock. Woo! Hi, Dave.
Hi guys, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm good.
Have you had a good couple of days so far?
It's been good.
Dave came over. It's been very exciting. It's been like having a friend over for sleepovers. It's been brilliant.
We can have a party.
It's going to be brilliant. I'm going to wear a hat.
You got a sombrero?
I fucking do. We found a sombrero on the street, and now it's in my house because sombreros are awesome.
Don't you want to check that out for like living creatures?
No. There's so many like living creatures in my beard.
None of us have worn it apart from Hannah. So
yeah, exactly. So you know. Oh, I had sex with her recently. Maybe I caught something.
Was that last night?
Yeah. Apparently, me having sex needs a woohoo.
You got laid?
Yeah, I did get laid. It was pretty good. I hope we didn't wake you up.
No, I'm good.
Did you sleep up here or down?
He was quietly. He slept. I made sure he slept downstairs. I was like, because she was kind of giving me the signs, like throughout the day that it was on, and I was like, So Dave was staying over, and we have a basement, which is basically the definition of a nerd basement. Is exactly where stuff like Dungeons and Dragons and really geeky board games go on downstairs. Currently, our flavour of the month is Hero Clicks, which we are massively enjoying. Even if I did buy a Hero Clicks figure just to fuck with Nick, and it worked, and he got really angry, and it was beautiful. Yeah, so basically you can move the table and put a mattress down there that's by the side. And Dave slept down there so that I could get busy.
And then it's a lot more fun.
We thought
you never quite know where it ends.
I thought about that, but then there's Dave's not very well. He's basically got Parkinson's, and I didn't want him to fall off and die.
Yeah, but above the mushrooms, that's where you want to be. When the spores get to you,
and you turn. We've also this weekend. We've done a lot this weekend. Really, we played some Hero Clicks and we played some Magic. It was my mighty return to Magic: The Gathering for 2 games. Probably won't ever play it again. And we finally got on the Street Fighter hype train, and I finally sort of get what it's all about. Even though I love Street Fighter, I've always loved Street Fighter, but I never really was like, oh my god! But yes, we very much. And that's a big shout out to Maximilian Dude.
That's right.
YouTuber Maximilian Dude. Check him out. He does Rage and Hype. What's it called? Hype and Rage compilations. And you should check it out on YouTube. It's the tits. But yes, speaking of tits, I had sex last night. Life is good. I'm drinking Yazoo. We've got crispy M&Ms. I had Thai food last night.
Yazoo.
We've drank so much Yazoo.
In 2 days. I've got another 2 there.
Fucking hell.
I've probably had 2 large thingies so far.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat for a week.
Bear in mind, Yazoo really makes my IBS play up as well.
Oh,
so
good.
Tonight, I'm going to die.
Nick is going to be shitting through the eye of a needle. What are you looking for?
I'll just see how much they are.
Oh, how much are they?
1 litre.
No. But how much?
Oh,
what's the calorific content? Hang on, let's have a look.
Don't tell me, please.
You're going to cry.
You got a balloon.
Don't.
Per 100 ml.
Me, I will not eat anything else.
I don't care.
What's the name of those zombies that kind of swell up when they burst?
Like boomer.
Boomers.
Like all
Yeah.
white.
Yeah. Per 100 ml, it's 60 calories. So in a litre, there's 600 calories.
That's alright.
So you'd need to drink 4 of them.
Well,
for it to be your daily allowance.
In that small fridge thing.
I've had 1 of them today.
In that small fridge thing, there's like 350 to 400 anyway.
Right.
So that is quite good compared to that.
You could also drink a litre of water, which is no calories.
but it's nowhere near as nice.
Talking about that, did you hear about that? Cup that tells you what's in it?
No.
No.
Well, there's this new invention.
Yeah.
That you can pour a liquid into this cup, and then it tells you what's in the cup.
Oh,
and
no,
then you go, hold on a second, I'm the one that poured the liquid into this cup. You pour water in that, and you look at it, it goes, water. You go, well, fuck me. I had no idea.
Maybe it's to check for poison.
I think it's got I think it does calorie content as well.
Oh,
but
okay.
you just go, really?
Some clubs do one. Like if it's been spiked with a different kind of alcohol that was originally in the glass, then it will show a different colour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
so when your glass is growing like luminous green and glowing, you're like,
woo, woo, woo.
Alarm on the bottom.
Yeah, I believe I've been spiked. Well,
they
I
got
appreciate
that,
it, but you could just ask to fuck me, and we probably could.
Well, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are men going to wear that? That's the thing I want to know.
I get away.
Yeah, no. What the point I'm trying to make? I was trying to be very clever, and it didn't work. But basically, there's this new nail varnish that women are supposed to put on that prevents rape. I'm not quite sure how, but
the smell.
The point.
you
she stinks.
You should
it's not going to happen.
Look,
no.
Smell that. Trust me.
It's not. No.
It's like a
no.
sentiment.
I'm not going to smell your fucking dirty wrist wraps. You fucking.
Honestly, you've got to try.
You're
it.
disgusting.
Don't try it.
No, I'm not going to sniff your wrist wraps. You dirty pervert. I will fucking fight you. We're going to have to fight.
I'm just going to do this to wave.
Go away.
To waft it around.
I'm going to hit you with a yazoo. Set you on fire.
Have you been taking that off?
Yeah.
Bloody hope so.
Yeah, that's also the wrist he wanks with, so...
Not at the moment.
Furiously. That's why you've got it in the first place. All that wayward wanking.
But I have this soon after Hannah stopped having hers, and...
Yeah, maybe Hannah passed it on. Not wanking, but...
It's a disease.
I give you the gift of masturbation.
Well, Nick says he can't even use his left hand because he wanks like a dooley.
Like a dooley? What's a dooley?
A dooley. It's a northern term for a bit of a weirdo.
Alright.
Gone a bit mental, gone a bit dooley.
You're not...
That's made up.
That's true.
That's definitely made up.
I don't believe you.
Well,
sure. What are you doing?
I'm just making sure.
Blowing down the microphone like a plebeian. Leave it alone! What are you doing?
I'm getting fluff off.
Leave the fluff alone. The whole thing's made of fluff. You're probably picking it apart.
Do you attach this to your beard? Because it's got grey hair in it.
Motherfucker.
Shots fired.
No, I used it on your mum the other day.
Oh!
Oh! Why? So I
Yeah.
could hear the love.
I'm sure the wires.
Yeah. Oh, jolly good. So, lads, what do you fancy talking about today? What's been? Are there any burning issues that you want to discuss as a threesome?
Yes.
Good.
What?
Really wanted Nick to reply to that. I was kind of hoping Dave would come out with something left field and we could all have a laugh, but Nick's going to go on about hair straighteners or fucking ballet or something.
No.
Joys of Argos Strood.
I'm really disappointed that my little food pot isn't a microwave. You got to put boiling water.
I really enjoy this intelligent level of discourse. My food pot, yeah. Right, I got to put water in it. Nah, I don't want to do it. Like, what is wrong with you? Do you actually have any other real issues that you fancy having a gentlemanly chat about today? Anyone?
But just putting it in the microwave is so much easier.
What?
Putting it in the microwave is so much easier.
I'll tell you what I was
No,
thinking.
then. Thanks, Dave.
I'll tell you what I was thinking.
You saved us.
I was watching.
You're a hero.
It's all right,
Bring
mate.
it
I was
back down.
watching Mike play Last of Us yesterday, and he didn't know the bit where Joel's daughter. Spoiler alert! Something happens to Joel's
It really
daughter.
can't be a spoiler. The game's been out for a year and a bit.
Spoiler, she dies.
Yeah, she does. She gets shot by some douchebag, and feels galore, and
A whole bucket of field.
and this lovely beardy gentleman to my right had a bit of a cry.
I did.
And I was just thinking, like, the older I get, the more I cry at things.
Yeah.
I find that.
I've seen it 5 or 6 times, and I thought I'm just going to watch Mike, and even I had a tear, and I was like,
I was welling up. I got to say, I cry more at like films. Now.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what's weird. Ever since I'm gonna bring the room down a bit, but like this is just a matter of fact. This isn't like I'm not trying for sympathy. I don't want fucking cards and presents. Well, I always want cards and presents, but ever since my nan died, about what now, like 2 months ago, everything has affected me more. Like everything, like even Guardians of the Galaxy, for fuck's sake. You know,
right.
Again, spoilers at the end when Star-Lord's reaching out to his mum.
Yeah.
Even that, I was just like single manly tear. It was fucking crazy. Like shit like that never used to affect me, and since my nan died, I've just been more like emotionally. I don't want to use the phrase weak because it's not a sign of weakness. Because then we get into a whole mental
vulnerable.
I've been a lot more susceptible.
Yeah, that's the word.
To feels.
Well, we're at the beginning of the film, and you're just like, why did you start it off like that?
Well, yeah. Think about how my nan died, cancer, and I was like, oh.
But did you
fuck.
then get abducted by aliens?
No, I didn't. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
No, like, I feel the same. I must have some weird intrinsic kind of connection to plants.
I like that.
Because when Groot did his like little spherical ball thing, and I was in shatters. I was on the floor.
I wasn't.
No,
I just thought.
What, in the cinema?
Oh, it's quite cool.
Yeah.
Just sort of flung yourself down the aisle. Groot, no!
Yeah, I was rolling down Premiere Cinema in Romford, collecting all sorts of stuff on the floor.
Just like, and all everyone can hear is him go. as you roll.
Roly poly.
Yeah. An entire roly poly of feels. That's how many feels I feel. Oh dear.
The first film I ever cried at was the original cartoon film of Transformers.
Why? When?
It came out in 1986.
Yeah, spoilers.
And I used to watch it as a kid.
Right.
And in the first 8 minutes, 3 of my favourite Autobots all died.
Fuck.
In one scene. Prowl, Ratchet, and Ironhide. All get absolutely obliterated by Starscream, who's such a bellend. But yeah, it's alright.
So
You're
what
over
was
it
your
now.
first film?
The first film I ever cried at?
Yeah, I'm not talking about like emotional crying. Not I cried at Rasputin. No, not Rasputin. Anastasia. When Rasputin's singing. It's scared because his head is bouncing around the floor. And as a 5-year-old kid, that's not normal.
Well, I cried at something that was actually emotional because I'm not.
Yeah,
weird.
no, I'm saying not stuff like that.
Oh, so
like,
you want to know the first film I cried at that wasn't an emotional reaction to something?
No. I'm saying the first film where it
You don't
was
make any sense.
with feelings, not because you're scared and you're about to wet yourself.
Oh, right. E.T.
Never watched it.
When he well, spoilers. When E.T. wakes up and Elliot's trying to get him to shut up, and I was about 9, and I just fucking destroyed me. The next day, I also caught the end of, I think it's a film called Fluke, and basically it's a puppy wandering through the snow and then dying, and that's where I was flicking through the channels, right, at 9 years old, and I fucking flick onto that, and it's just like, and this puppy's like, and then dead, and I'm like, it was horrible, man. It was fucking horrible.
Mum's Click.
Huh?
Click. Adam Sandler film, yeah. Because when he
Well, that was the first film you cried to.
in the cinema, yeah.
I'm not talking about in the. Oh, I'm not talking about in the cinema. I'm talking about in general. In the cinema, I don't think I've ever cried to a film.
I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, Transformers. when the Michael Bay one came out.
Oh my days!
He's not a fan.
Right, I gotta say, I went with a mate of mine who was just like, I know you like Transformers, so I'm gonna treat you. I'm gonna pay for your ticket to see the first one. And I was really excited. I got a poster up in my wall and everything. I was like, this is gonna be good. And then I got there and I made it up to the scene where Bumblebee, like what I can only assume Transformer version of urinates on someone or something, and I just full on just went nope, not for me. I got up and I walked out of the cinema, forgetting that my friend had taken me. So I just stood up and just went, nope, and just audibly just shouted nope across the thing. I walked out, and then she looks over and she's just like, what? And I was just standing outside for a good 5 minutes, and she comes out and she goes, you could have told me you were going to leave. I was like, oh, sorry. But talking about crying, she's really funny because she always cries at the film My Girl. Have you seen My Girl? It's Macaulay Culkin, and there's this bit like they're both little kids, like young teenagers, and there's this whole thing with a mood ring, and she throws it away, then he tries to get it from a forest, and he gets stung by.
Sounds horrible.
He gets stung by bees in the process.
Not bees.
He gets stung by bees, and he's
his natural enemy.
Yeah, he goes into anaphylactic shock, I think it's called.
The natural enemy of
and
bees.
Yeah, and he dies.
Oh no!
And the girl goes down. She does
when
this
he dies,
huge.
does he do this face?
Yeah, he does. He does the aftershave face from Home Alone. Yeah, does this face, and then silence. Just like no, he does the aftershave.
Does this face?
Yeah, exactly. No, but she does this whole like real kind of like, oh, you're my best friend, and I had an argument with her recently. I can't remember what it was about, and I just
the film.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. No, it was.
All right, okay.
I just looked her in the eyes and went, "My girl," and she immediately started crying. I was just like, "Yes!" I win, and just like moonwalked out of the room, like, yeah. But yeah, that's
Just starting people's emotional triggers.
Yeah.
I know, it's good. It's like secret little kind of sniper moments. You can just pick out people.
Yeah. Trauma. Hey. Are you there? That's if you watch Maximilian Dude, then you'll know what that's from. It's the Hyper Rage compilation for Street Fighter Third Strike. Yeah, Dudley is a boss.
Yeah, full on S tier.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Makoto's pretty good in that as well.
Is Dudley the guy with the boxing gloves?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The other black guy with boxing gloves.
He's not black, he's just tan.
Dudley's black.
He's not black, he's just tan.
He's just been on holiday.
No, I think there's only been 2 black dudes in Street Fighter.
DJ,
And Balrog.
Balrog.
Yeah.
Surely there's Seth.
Well, Elena.
Ele-
Elena is technically from South Africa,
exactly.
but she does capoeira, which is a Brazilian martial art.
You're a Brazilian martial art.
I wish I was a Brazilian martial art.
I wish I had a Brazilian.
No, but technically she's. Well, I suppose she's not black because South Africans don't have to be black.
It's pronounced blick.
but she looks incredibly tan. I would say 2 blacks and 2 incredibly tan.
2 blacks. I don't really think we can use the term blacks,
Well, 2
plural.
2 black characters.
2 ethnic characters? Is that bad now? See, this is fucking like bullshit, basically. Political correctness is massively wank. And myself and David both, I'm just going to call you different variations of David. Is it Dave, Davey, David,
Parky.
Yeah,
Parky. Me and Parky is funny because he's got Parkinson's. Me and Parky, it's on the internet now, it'll be there forever. Me and Parky attended the same university and actually attended the same class. We both have a degree in education studies. He has one better than me because fuck Canterbury Christchurch, basically. And, sadness, not working. And we kind of both learned that political correctness and bureaucracy have utterly choked what it is to be a teacher. So we both kind of decided, nah, not fancy doing that. And now I'm going to be a writer, I guess.
Political correctness has ruined my childhood.
Why has it ruined your childhood?
Fat Controller from Tom's Tank Engine isn't called Fat Controller.
Is he not?
He's Sir Top and Hat.
Sir Top and Hat.
Because he's got a top hat.
Well,
that's shocking.
But he's also fat, so he's
Okay.
a Fat Controller.
Mr. Monopoly.
I've got a question. Do either of you know why Dr. Robotnik got changed to Dr. Eggman?
Because fuck Japan, that's why.
I do-
Well, according to the comics, if I'm not mistaken,
While
he
you talk, I'm gonna
turned,
Google
didn't
it.
he? Because you know way more about Sonic than I do. We need Chris, really, but Chris has taken a sabbatical.
Chris and I know exactly the same amount.
Oh, we're linked. Right now, hang on, Chris. Stop taking selfies in other countries, Chris. No, pay attention. Pay attention. No. Leave your girlfriend alone, Chris. Chris, write some stuff for Geek Pride. No, Chris, come on. Oh, right. Hello, Chris. Yeah, stop thinking about Prague. Come on, Chris. Right, Sonic. Yeah, focus. Right, Chris doesn't know either. Well, I've just linked with him. Those are all true things, by the way. Chris has taken a sabbatical around Europe and doesn't talk to us anymore because he hates our faces.
Talks to me.
Oh, right. Fair enough. Well,
we played Payday and Castle Crash.
He hates me then.
I don't really like you.
I guess. Fuck. Guest on his podcast and everything. Gone. No friends. No more. All alone. So lonely. Yeah. So Dr. Robotnik. Well, there are two schools. As far as I'm aware, there are two schools of thought. Eggman is Dr. Robotnik's son.
No.
Or Dr. Robotnik turned into Eggman.
Same character.
I know why he's called that.
Yeah.
Because it was a break in translation. Because in Sonic Adventure, Sonic calls Robotnik Eggman.
That's
but
not
it's
a
like,
break in
it's
translation.
like, oh, it's Dr. Robotnik. And he's like, no, Eggman, and like uses it as like an insult.
Yeah.
And then when Sonic Adventure 2 came out, he stopped being called Robotnik and started to be referred to as Eggman. And in Sonic Adventure, that's when his body changed and became really long-legged and stopped being the fat one. Right?
They just changed his character design, but it was because of it latched onto the younger audience, which Sonic was eventually going after anyway. And so it was just because it was easier and because it references shape more.
Right.
So that is the only reason.
Well, because in the comics, and I've seen it on the cover of a comic because it was part of the Sonic Master collection. Is it called the Sonic Master collection? The one on the GameCube. You got the Sonic Gems and you got the Sonic Master series.
Yeah, something like that.
Or whatever. Well, the first one, you got all of the front covers of the Archie comics, and towards the end, there's a cover with them both on, Robotnik and Eggman, and it said something transformation.
No.
So, yes.
In
hang on.
Right, I'm going to talk about this.
To the Google. Yeah, you talk about it. I'm going to Google. Dave, keep him occupied.
I'm talking about the Sonic thing.
Go for it.
So a little bit of Sonic Generations. So you've got the old Robotnik and new Eggman, same character, blah blah blah. But he says, this is as far as whether or not this is preference, a teasing nickname, or just a localization hiccup. The character rarely remarks about his different names or his own preferences. However, as such and such points out, Sonic Generations Classic Tales refers to him as Dr. Robotnik, and he comments that nobody calls him that anymore. That would seem to indicate that he's at least aware of his different names. So it's just now a nickname, Eggman.
Well, that's great and all.
It's the same character.
Right, again, that's great and all. I'm fairly certain in the comics.
Everything happens in the comics. Sonic teamed up with Mega Man.
Well, that's great for him. But there's certain stuff that's canon in the Sonic universe. I don't. Well, that's from the comics. Sonic Retro. All I've got is a picture of them looking at each other, saying, "And what exactly are you supposed to be?" I could ask you the same question.
They have lots of time travel stuff, and I know they even had comics. They had comics about Generation in part of the main comic bit as well.
Right.
And so that might be that, because when Robotnik and Eggman look at each other, they basically mind fucked, and then they decide to team up.
Basically mind fuck. They link minds.
Eggception.
That was an exceptional joke.
Thank you. Well, basically, in my head is if you're called Doctor whatever.
Robotnik.
No, I know. I was just
Son
giving.
of Dr. Kinterbell.
Okay, so Doctor blah blah. We know it's Robotnik, but
Yeah.
if anyone's called a doctor, and then they give you a nickname, surely you'd want to still be called Doctor something. You've worked for like 7 years to get this title of Doctor.
Do you think?
You don't want to be like, you know what? Okay, yeah. I bet he's like an optometrist or something. Optometrist?
Like a math teacher?
No,
Maybe
a doctor.
of math.
Well, you can be, but I was thinking more like a podiatrist. really into feet or something. I don't know.
Here's another thing. In Japan, apparently he's always been called Eggman, or for a long time he's been called Eggman.
Right.
A lot longer than he's been Eggman over here, and it was also just to get the names the same across both East and West.
Well, here's a fucking interesting fact about Japanese people. They have tiny penises. No. They, in Super Mario 1, if you read the original instruction booklet, it tells you about how all the mushroom people... Do you just drop your phone on your dick?
My right testicle.
Well, that's your fault.
It's just a bit higher than the...
You're a testicle fool.
Others, but
A bit higher than the other 5.
yeah.
One of these things is
One of these is a tumour. That didn't make Dave laugh.
bad taste, man.
Why bad taste? Because you're drinking Yazoo. Yeah, in the instruction booklet, it tells you in the story section that all the Mushroom Kingdom, like the inhabitants, have been turned into blocks. So in the first Mario game, when you're hitting blocks, you're actually murdering people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and coins are like their souls.
I don't know.
Escaping into your pockets.
Yes.
When you have enough souls, you get another life.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit.
That's not a bad concept.
That's terrifying.
You just see like Mario and Luigi
So-
jingling down the road, pockets full of change. You bastards!
You murderers! Did you Yoshi? They've just revealed Yoshi's true name.
True name, real name.
Yoshi has a real name?
Yeah.
Sounds
Wait a minute.
hilarious.
Hang on.
Yoshi.
Guys. Hello Kitty isn't a cat.
I know.
What the fuck?
They're like, it's not a cat. It's a cartoon character. You're like, well, fuck. I never knew.
Cartoon
She's
cat.
called Kitty White, and she's a young British girl. True story.
with cat
With-
ears.
No,
But it's got cat ears.
she's just a British girl.
I don't believe that.
It came from the source.
I've seen plenty,
Taito or Shinoe or whatever.
I've seen plenty of British girls, and none of them had cat ears.
Well,
It's true.
you've obviously not been out on Halloween. Oh, I haven't got a costume. I'm just going to put slut ears on.
Are you ready for Yoshi's real name?
Yoshi's
Oh,
real name.
How about
It's so good.
you?
Yoshi's real name?
Yeah, take a guess what you think it could be.
Yoshitumatsu Akamanto Genki desu ka?
His real name,
Oppai.
T. Yoshisaw Munchakoopas.
Munchy Coopers.
Munchakoopas.
Oh, he munches the Cooper.
Tea,
Oh.
Yoshi, Saw, Munchie
Oh.
Bowser, his evil magic is powerful, but it's not help Bowser make friends. The fact is, even the other Koopas hate and fear him. Oh,
What, Bowser?
Bowser, yeah.
Ow.
And
Because
He-
Bowser's name is Bowser Cooper, isn't it? Or Cooper Bowser.
don't know, it just says Bowser,
King-
King of the Koopas.
He's King Bowser Cooper, I believe.
So Cooper the surname.
Yeah,
And
Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
When they send him bills.
Well, yeah, but he's not a doctor, is he?
No.
Dr. Cooper.
And
That's
Peach's
different.
magic powers keep her clothes clean.
How do you know these
She's
things?
such a princess.
She just goes, ding. Just like, it's ridiculous.
Over the last 24 hours, it's a writer, he's Blake Harris, who's penned the Console Wars book. He's been sharing
Right.
tidbits from a 1993 character guide published by Nintendo
Okay.
to help licensors and other companies
Right.
use the characters correctly.
Oh.
Nice.
What do you think about the... I'm not going to talk to you. What do you think about the
Wow.
Mario Kart 8 DLC?
Bullshit!
That's why I'm not talking to you.
I know, I'm just saying words.
Ah.
Fucking awful!
What do you think, Nick?
Don't answer my question with a question.
He hates that. His girlfriend does that.
Oh, does she?
He fucking hates it. Hates hers.
How does that make you feel, Nick?
Nearly as annoyed as the fact that my food thing is microwavable.
That's the level of love he has for his girlfriend. The same amount of worry and concern as he has for a food packet.
What is wrong, anyway, about Link riding a motorbike
There's plenty wrong
in the
with
Mushroom Kingdom?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong
I
with
don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
that. With a little bumping. No,
It's like a scorpion.
thank you.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Is it real glass or plastic?
I don't
think it's
If you throw it at the wall, if it shatters,
and then like a big one appears, like a fucking like capsule corpse.
Yeah.
Pow! Come on, Cardinius, let's ride.
And it's going to come back like, I broke it.
Or did I, Hannah? Really? Who's winning here? I have a new steed.
Why have you gone to pick me up, but not in your car? It's like, hop on.
No, but I'd be careful because we learnt today.
We learned something very interesting.
That the anus of the scorpion is just below the stinger. So you go up the tail and its anus comes out just before. So its tail is curled over its head. So
it shits on itself.
Yeah, so essentially, unless obviously you'd think that hygiene purposes they'd move the tail.
So when you do have a giant scorpion,
Don't ride it.
You see a hole, don't put an umbrella in there to keep you safe from the winds and the rains, because it's going to be very upsetting for the scorpion.
Think about that, Nick.
Put an umbrella in your bum and opening it.
Parasol.
What? He's pointing. He's doing some sort of weird finger dance. He's doing I think he's miming a big bum hole.
That big.
Right, so back to Last of Us.
Yeah.
What do you think is the scariest part, Nick?
It's not
Do
really
you think it's the clickers?
I'm going to play The Last of Us while we talk.
Right,
Oh,
do you
God,
think it's
you know
the
that doesn't
clickers? Do you think it's
Two of you.
the atmosphere, or do you think it's when you're trying to pick between bottle and brick, and a little girl that is your ally walks behind you and
It
you
wasn't
shit
her, it
your
was the black
pants?
girl. It was the black
That
girl.
was hilarious.
Or as you like to put it, one of the blacks.
Oh no, it would. No.
Because you're a horrible racist.
You can't just lip wrist one of the blacks. You can't just go, oh, just one of those.
Racism. just being a racist.
Wow.
Racist Dave.
I'm going to let you tell the story though.
Parky
You'll know better.
racism.
Well, anyway, Mike was
Right on Parky racist.
having a lovely jest, playing his little Last of Us. He was in a little tunnel, and he was creeping round the door, as you do, because he's a little
Sorry.
creeper.
Panda Patrol looks like the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's like
What is
pedos.
that panda doing to that child?
It's like a demonic Totoro. Doesn't it? Oh, don't
Lovely.
do that.
I'm just doing a little bounce.
Are you there? But no, yeah. Anyway, it was picking between bottle and brick because those are the two implements you use to make noise in Last of Us,
And guns.
and guns, obviously, but
And bins.
and bins. Shut up. And, oh yeah, that's another one. Well, anyway, as Mike was playing, he was deciding whether to go with bottle or brick, and at that moment, one of his allies, a little girl,
No, it wasn't the little girl.
wasn't it?
No, I
More-
just said it was
Oh,
the
oh.
leader of the
It was the leader of the Fireflies. Just gently walked past.
She didn't. She ran through she burst through the doorway.
And Mike did a full-on Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Yes,
he
I
went.
did.
He went. Should I get this bottle or should I get this brick?
Oh my God, Scoob, it's a brick!
It was one of the funniest things. It was the funniest thing I've seen all day.
And then Mike was kicking a bin around. This is after killing
I
a
called him
clicker.
Brian.
After killing a clicker, he was kicking a bin around, and suddenly he come across another clicker that hadn't sort of picked up the bin or anything, but it was just walking towards Mike, and Mike's just casually walking back, going, no, 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 no.
I'd forgotten how to select weapons. I was just going, ah.
Oh, you got the other holster.
Yeah, I do. Of course I do.
Of course I do, mate. What are you doing?
Wading in, mate, basically.
There are loads.
Yeah.
You want to get your... You're doing it all wrong.
Oh.
This is going to be like Smashcast again.
No, it's not. It's going to be fine. Go on.
Yeah, this is just like Smashcast.
Yeah, buddy.
Anyway.
Zombies everywhere. Why don't you comment on what's going on? I think I'm not going to play this while we're casting anymore. But
Mike's shooting infected people.
boom! Headshot.
He shot someone in the head and
You're
their
rude.
leg came off.
You're rude, and I'm going to stab you in the face.
He's beating up one of the blacks.
Never say that again. You horrendous human being.
Mine was an honest mistake. Slip of the tongue.
I'm just taking the piss out of you two now. Keeping it going.
Well,
We should
that's
try and...
basically racism.
While keeping it going.
Yeah. Oh, someone made a funny joke about racial stereotype. I should definitely perpetuate that. No, Nick, that's not right. That's being a racist.
Get your bow out.
You dirty.
Get your bow out.
Get your fucking bow out. Right, I'm going to get my bow out, then I'm going to pause and continue this after the cast.
There you go.
We can enjoy it in the aftercast party. You're all invited, but you will be hearing this in the past, so let's hang on. If anyone's got access to time travel,
Sorry you didn't get the invitation in time.
you can come now.
Nope.
No, they won't invent time travel in our lifetime. That sucks.
Maybe they don't like it.
Oh, wait.
Or we're not popular enough.
Oh. No, I can't believe that to be true.
That's true.
We have. Do you know we have? Last time I checked, we have at least 100 people listening, or at least going to the page
And
to
thinking,
listen
Nah.
and going, "Oh, it's one of them again. Fuck that. No, thank you."
But they get that page gets more views than most articles on our website. Our website's odd
Why is our website odd?
because we get articles that get 60 views in
Yeah.
a week, and then we get some that like some ridiculous little crap that someone just writes when he's bored and gets 130,000 views. And
Who's got 130,000 views?
Not bad.
Who's got 130,000 views?
Oh, no one. 30,000 views. No, 13,000 views.
It's a start.
You've gone down by 100th there.
Well, it's just 1-0.
Hang on, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
I'm number 8.
No. Who's the top? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike Corvis.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
About my fan theory about the land of Ooh. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
You're right. We're nearly on 14,000 views now.
Yeah.
For those of you that missed it, myself and James Buckingham did a commentary on Fish Play Street Fighter. If you don't know what Fish Play Street Fighter is, Google it and you won't be disappointed.
A commentary on Fish Plays Pokemon.
No, because that would be so boring.
How they're still in Pallet Town and they got a level 20
Charmander.
They haven't Charmeleon.
Is it Charmeleon?
Yeah, it's still called Arbuga.
But hang on, surely it won't. It will start to not listen to the trainer.
Yeah. And they haven't caught anything else.
Well, it won't.
Well, I don't know.
Surely.
It won't select the Pokeball.
No, it just.
It was stuck in the menu for 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, there's no way. There's no way.
If a fish can throw.
But that's.
I will.
That's different. That's an actual encounter that's going on, and that will keep going on. That's an endless loop. Whereas Pokemon, there are too many variables. There are too many options.
When a fish can Hadouken, I will give you £100.
All right, deal.
I have to be watching it.
No, you don't have to be watching it. If it happens on the stream,
it can't.
Yes, it can.
Quarter turn, forward punch.
Yeah,
the fish has got to be like.
Yeah.
Really quickly.
Yeah. So come like feeding time, maybe.
What I want to see is
What?
Zangief's spinning pile driver.
No.
Like a full circle punch. It would have to like.
The fish will just go. I reckon they'll give up at some point and they'll just make a button on the screen, like a quarter punch.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon they will.
No, because that'll make matches a lot shitter.
No, but it will happen.
Oh.
And at that point, my £100 bet to you is invalid. Because then they just have to go over to one of 9 squares.
Do you know what's awesome? I can edit that bit out. Just be like, excuse me, Nick, but I've got witnesses.
We know you don't edit any of the podcasts.
I did edit some at one point.
Yeah, but not the bit.
I'll tell you what I didn't edit. Smashcast.
What you should have edited.
Smashcast. Click. You fucking...
You didn't edit the thing I said about you, did you?
No, I left it in.
Your little beady eyes.
Yeah, apparently I have beady eyes.
I see that.
Yeah? Thanks. Arsehole. I have massive eyes. See? Yeah.
We were actually
like a snail.
When I poke you, they just go.
Yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop,
Put
bloop.
salt on it.
Yeah. Fun did that.
And it comes back, and you're just sitting here crying, going, "They did to me." Yesterday, you said, "Right, tomorrow we got a theme. We're going to talk about tabletop games."
Yeah,
Talk
well,
about you crying.
the theme changed.
Racist.
The theme changed. We can talk about tabletop games.
No,
Why have tabletop games become really popular again?
I haven't.
Well, they have.
Okay.
Yeah, because like people like you are playing them.
I only play because you tell me to, and I have to do everything you say.
Fuck off, Nick. No, you don't. He's making a reference.
When I don't do things you say, you moan at me and won't talk to me, and then fall asleep in the back of my car, because you crashed yours previously that day.
What? What are you even talking about?
Nothing, don't worry. Don't buy this iPad.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, sure. We can have a chat about this.
You can't, because I only go in 10
Basically,
minutes.
you are an eternal chaser of the shiny. You can't leave in 10 minutes because the podcast got 20 minutes to go.
Sorry, 13 minutes.
So, well, we're just gonna sit in silence for 7 minutes.
Well,
right?
no, there's still two
he's
more people.
he's left.
And you
Okay.
the podcast by yourself anyway. So.
Yeah, I did. I've managed 2 now.
2.
One was really awkward, and the second one was me crying for 17 minutes. But yeah, you are an eternal searcher of things shiny, and what I was trying to do was give you some advice as a friend about something that you really didn't need, that was going to annoy your girlfriend if you bought it, and would have saved you a lot of hassle if you didn't buy it. What annoyed me is that you went, yeah, you're right, and you agreed with me after some initial argument. Then when I went to a fucking bookshop, you went behind my back like a child and went and bought it, and then tried to hide it from me.
Didn't try and
That's
hide
the
it all.
worst part,
I had it in
because
my car. That's why you wouldn't talk to me.
because you tried to fucking that was it. It's not because you didn't take my advice, although that fucking annoys me, because you know that the advice I give you comes from the best place and is the best fucking decision for you, because I love you and know you, right? But the main problem was you fucking lied and then tried to hide it from me like a child. That was the biggest problem. And yes, I had crashed my car, so I was probably annoyed about that as well.
You fell asleep in the back of my car.
Yes, I fell asleep in the back of your car because your car's very comfy in the back.
You know, you put
Your mum
head
would
in,
know.
Like, you put your head in this little secret compartment bit. That,
It was great
drinks
times.
Go, and you're just like, Merp.
I live here now.
You
Pass me
woke
the
up
Yazoo.
outside co-op waiting for Hannah, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was good. It's fun times.
That was really fun for me.
Apart from your betrayal,
Yes, that's right. You got
childish
over it.
behaviour.
You and Lily both got over it. So
Go good.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is, kids, be a complete cunt because people will eventually get over it, right?
Unless your name's Jacob.
Oh, references. What do you think the moral of that story is, Dave?
Clever.
I don't know. I say buy what you want to buy.
Thank you.
Even if it's really overpriced and is going to upset the people that you love.
Well, it's your money.
Yeah.
Can you stop being so placid and have a stark opinion either way?
I don't know. Well, you know,
Burn the apple shop.
Set them on fire right now.
If you're tempted to buy one.
If you even see someone in an apple shirt, punch them in the kidneys. Thanks, Dave. The Cockney kidney punch. The Cockney kidney punch. Gonna close this Yazoo down and throw it in the bin. Alright, I'm gonna miss. I missed. Yeah, but that's what I said. I'm gonna miss.
Oh, then that was perfect.
Thanks. Did my best. Yeah. So, why is tabletop gaming so popular?
We should do a
Or ignore me.
Surgeon Simulator cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just going to be us screaming at each other,
Okay.
which is what we're good at.
We're alright at that. Yeah. Can you get videos off of Twitch? Can you download videos?
Yeah.
Can we? How do you record your own audio on Twitch?
Why are you now pointing? Oh, I feel like you talk.
It's your turn.
I can bring the PlayStation camera.
Right.
And that's got a microphone and camera, funnily enough. 'Cause it's
Okay.
there we go, we got the video as well.
Alright, cool. Great. So when we're going to do that?
At some point this week.
Guys, it's my birthday soon. How exciting is that?
I'm not going to be there, by the way.
I know.
I will.
You are. Because, Dave, you're a good friend. And you don't fuck off to Devon instead of coming and eating amazing burgers.
I can't eat the burger anywhere.
That's not my fault. That's not my fault. Why don't you tell the world about how much of a stubborn child you're being? Mostly because your girlfriend provoked you.
And my brother.
And your brother.
And I don't believe I can do it.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it.
Right. Do you want to explain?
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing it. And there's nothing you can stop me. Well, what are you doing? Not telling you.
Don't talk about
But
it.
I'm doing it.
You can't stop me.
Went,
It's got a point. If you don't tell people what you're going to do, they can't stop you. Unless they tie you up. Unless the thing you wanted to do was be tied up. Then you win.
Oh.
Ooh.
Tony.
Tree falls in the woods and no one's allowed to hear it. Are women still angry about it? But I just thought we're being racist. We'll just go full Jim Davidson. Birds, eh? What? Can't do it. Sorry. Carry on. What are you doing?
The burger thing.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
we went to
Jesus Christ.
we went to McDonald's and it was crap. So I said, right, I'm not having this for 3 months. And she went, well, you're just going to go Burger King anyway to make up for it. So right, no fast food at all in any shape or form. So I can't even drink a Diet Coke from McDonald's. And
Is that why you didn't have Thai food last night?
what?
Is that why you didn't have Thai food last night?
No, it's because I wasn't hungry.
Junk food?
And
Thai food?
Yeah, it's not junk food.
I didn't say it was. You said takeaway.
I said fast food.
He said fast food.
It was fast.
It was quite quick.
It's really quick. I'd like to recommend, even though most of you listening to this are fucking miles away, I'd love to recommend it, but I can't, because I can't remember what it's called. But there's a Thai place in Chatham. Fucking great. Give it a go.
Apart from, oh, go on.
I was going to say, what I found out was moo in Thai means pork. Isn't that funny? Because you think moo would mean beef.
Indeed.
That just kind of tickled me.
Crazy world we live in, Dave. It's a crazy world.
I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say, the last time I was randomly drank loads.
Right.
And
And you threw up in a box.
and I wanted
He did.
I wanted to die so bad. I knew I was going to be sick at some point, but then more pizza came. So I started eating it, and it was like a really thick barbecue sauce. So when I was chucking up eventually, it was, all the barbecue sauce came out as well. Only the barbecue sauce came up, but it tasted as good as it did on the way. It didn't smell it. So that Thai food, when it's placed on the table, it smelled of that sickly barbecue smell, and I'm sitting there like,
Well, don't breathe it in like that.
just don't breathe until we all finish eating.
Wicked.
Do you want to smell my hand?
No! Never ask me to smell your hand. Ever again.
It's my right hand.
That's fucking horrible.
Are you saying like that you can't?
Friends don't let friends smell their hands.
Are you saying that
I'm
you
going to drink
can't-
some cider.
Yeah, go on. Are you saying that you can't smell barbecue sauce without feeling sick now?
Yeah.
Well, it's
No,
it's
because
that
I
weird
had barbecue
aversion
sauce
thing.
yesterday.
Well, then what are you whinging about?
Friday morning. I don't know, but no, this was like this was a different barbecue sauce. I just had barbecue sauce out of the fridge, but this was like the cooked, freshly put on.
Okay, so shitty barbecue sauce from the fridge is fine.
Yeah,
Fresh barbecue sauce.
yeah.
No,
Like
thank
I
you.
smelled JD the other day, and Big South all I drank. Well, I drank everything last night,
Yeah,
but that's what I can remember drinking.
Yeah.
And just that made me feel really sick as well.
yeah. I can't even smell cider anymore after I got absolutely tanked on it at uni.
That is just a big bottle of
I
piss,
drank
isn't it?
about 8 or 9 ciders, and then at a pool competition at university in my first year, and then I came third, which I thought was quite good, seeing as I was off my face, and then woke up in the Canterbury Sainsbury's car park bush, in one of the bushes. And I was just like,
What cider were you drinking? Were you drinking Biddendens?
yeah,
Oh, mate.
it was horrible.
Biddendens is the devil.
What made me laugh was I woke up and I was just like, okay, right, I'm trying to recollect what's happened. I'm like, okay, I'm in a bush. All right, what do I do first? I'll get out the bush first. So I was like, all right, okay, next thing to do, get my bearings. Look at it, make sure I've got all my clothes on. Yep, great. I was just like, make sure I've got my wallet and my keys. Everything was fine. I was just walking and went, that's enough for me. And then I'm going to bed.
You do that.
Yeah, I do. I just have this off switch that just randomly goes, dink, I'm done, and I'll just go to bed.
But literally, we'll be mid-game about something. Like we were, like when we first met, and I was like, I like Magic the Gathering, and then he taught me it. We would literally be like mid-game, and he'd just be like, he'd just switch just like that, and suddenly be the moodiest fucker. And we're like, are you all right, mate? Have I pissed you off? What's going on? No, I'm fine. Well, what's wrong? No, I'm great. Let's just finish the game. I'm like, oh fuck, I've really annoyed him. You know, you're at that tentative stage in friendship where you actually care about what they think. And then I was like, really upset about it. So I like pulled him up about it the next day and was like, I'm really sorry if I upset you. And he was like, no, dude, I was just tired. And I was like, fuck off. All right, okay, I upset him. We'll drop it. It's fine. Happened again and again and again. And then it was like one time we were sitting there actually playing a video game. We just got up and left. Didn't tell me where he was going. Went to bed. I was like, okay.
You've actually done that before, though, when we've been watching a film.
Oh, yeah. No, but I don't remember that because I fell asleep and then I was half asleep when I got up. Because I don't remember that. I remember like being in kind of a dream state and going, you're not in your bed, go to bed.
He got up and started walking to Hannah because Hannah's there. I'm here, and she said, "You're not even going to say bye then?" And he says, "Nah," and carries on. And I get a text next morning saying, "Really sorry about that."
Don't remember it. I fell asleep on the beanbag watching a film and then just went bed.
That was.
And all I heard I didn't even hear Hannah speaking. I heard literally. I was like, "Fuck off," and then carried on.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah,
you did it. You did it during Fight Club as well.
Yeah, but see, the problem is you're making me. These films are the first time you've watched them. I've watched them a gazillion times, so I'm going to fall asleep. We're all watching my cat
climb behind the. And the cat's gone.
And the cat's dead. Yeah, so that's fun.
What are you going to do later?
What am I going to do later? Probably play Last of Us on my own.
Play some Street Fighter.
I thought you were going after the podcast, though.
You can play some Street Fighter.
I want to play on my own.
Go online. Oh, by the way, okay. I was thinking about. I don't know why I was thinking about this. I think when we were playing and you played Jury and I played Cammy.
Yeah.
And you asked Hannah if she would cosplay as Jury.
Yeah, fuck the shit out of me.
Yeah. I was thinking, oh no, seriously, Cammy is by far the best Street Fighter to cosplay as.
Right.
What do you think?
I think bum.
Just generally.
It's a bit pervy though.
She's I'm sorry. If a
right,
girl.
If we're talking pervy cosplay, then yeah.
Or Mai from King of Fighters.
He plays Mai in King of Fighters because I literally can't concentrate because there's just big swinging boobies.
It's like two hypnotic pendulums.
Yeah. It's like two watermelons in a sack, just swinging around.
So if we play Dead or Alive 5 on the PlayStation,
I'd never play it with you.
I can just shake my controller and the boobs will move loads, and you'll be
I just can't concentrate. Like it's like in playing Soul Calibur 4 with Ivy. I just can't concentrate.
She's not hot.
Don't know what I'm doing.
I don't find her attractive.
That's because you have terrible standards in women. Lily excluded from that, obviously.
But I think Ivy's quite a good cosplay.
Your ex-girlfriends.
They're my exes for a reason.
Oh snap!
Who left you in that one?
Right.
Did you leave her?
Yes.
Stop!
Every fucking time.
I don't know this situation or context. Let's talk about something that I could be part
I'll put a
of.
pin in this.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So, beat 'em up characters only.
Yeah.
Best female and male cosplay.
Best female and male cosplay.
Right. Yeah.
Nightmare. Soul Calibur.
Okay.
I don't know. You guys think of something?
I want to see a properly done Sabrewolf, just because I've never seen anyone try Sabrewolf.
What, from KI?
Yeah.
That would be really tricky.
Yeah, but
or Full Gore.
Full Gore would be
would be crazy.
Well, no doubt someone would do Sabrewolf and think, I know what to do. Let's put those steampunk editions on that you can get, and that would just be crap. But
essentially, you just cover yourself in glue and then roll around in grey fur. Yeah. Boom, you're Sabrewolf.
That just sounds like good advice.
I'd say Full Gore would be really cool, and obviously Cammy. If any girl came up to me with a very, very good Cammy outfit, I would be on her like green on a bean. Seriously.
I know what I can say now.
Go on.
Because it's now a fighting game.
Yep.
Lucario.
That fighting game looks shocking.
No, it doesn't. It looks good.
Lucario and
I might be interested. Because I like Mewtwo in Smash.
If it's Mewtwo, it'll be the Mega Mewtwo X.
Because they're doing it.
He's the strongest fighting type.
Yeah, but they're doing it on the Tekken engine, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like Hadoukens and things. like you'll see from like MK or
Yeah.
Street Fighter. So having Mew wouldn't really have his psychic abilities and stuff like that.
Not Mew.
Or Mewtwo, either or, wouldn't have their psychic abilities.
No, surely you'd still they'd incorporate, because they show Dragon Pulses and all that stuff from Lucario. It's just that they're only using the graphics engine, but they're completely switching up because it looked like it was.
Having Pokemon play on the Street Fighter engine would be nice. Purely because then I don't have to learn anything.
With Street Fighter, it is Tekken. If you don't know what you're doing, it flows easier than Street Fighter. Street Fighter, you have to learn. I find Tekken more accessible to newcomers than Street Fighter.
Yeah, Tekken has a basic combo system that can be used for everyone, where Street Fighter you have to be good at a character.
Yeah.
And then remember their...
I think certain characters, you can lump them into groups. Like, I lump them into two very basic groups, which is like turn characters and hold characters. Mm-hmm. So that's basically, their specials will either be you quarter turn or half turn and then something, or you hold and then something. And that's how I sort of define them. I don't really use a lot of hold characters because their moves are too predictable. Like, you know when someone's about to do a move because they're crouched or they're walking backwards, and it's just upsetting. Because Vega's actually one of my favourite characters, but there's no way I can use him in any sort of capacity other than...
Vega's the guy with the mask.
Yes.
Yeah. Just making sure.
It's the name of my snake.
Yeah.
And it's the name of the girl in My Girl, the film.
There we go. What a brilliant segue. And on that bombshell, I think we should end the podcast, because I don't think it's going to get much better than that. Brilliant. Okay, well, next week...
We've left one listener really crying right now. You're just going to be like... If you have another argument, just don't say anything. Say, here. And just say, I'm going to email you a clip. Listen to this.
But yeah, so that's... thank you very much, Dave, for rocking up today.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
That's all right. We always welcome guests that we like. Well, I was going to say we always welcome guests, and then we'll have people like, can I come?
No, we won't.
It's very rare. It's very rare that we let guests on, but you were here. So
Bloody
keep it geek, and see you next week. Bye!